Welcome back to Bills, Bets, and Beers. I'm your host, Chad. Um, let's get into this video. It's a little late. Just had some didn't have time to put it out there, but I'm gonna be reacting to the Bills 2023 schedule. I already had this already pre-planned and everything like weeks ago. I just hadn't had time to get to it yet, but get to it now. So let's jump in. Um, first off, I mean, what a schedule. I mean, it's not gonna be the easiest schedule, but like the timing of every single game, how things are coming out, it just looks amazing honestly to me. Um, first off, they're going to be in the spotlight even more this year. Only 4 of their games total are 1 o'clock games, and majority of those games that are home games, I think maybe there's 2 or 3 that are maybe 1 o'clocks, but most of them are like you got Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football, and of course the Jags game, which doesn't really count since in UK, but technically that is a home game for them. But I don't know. It's a very interesting schedule, and let's just peel right into it. To be honest, I think we have 3 primetime games at Highmark, technically primetime. Then you have the 4:25 game with Dallas and stuff like that. So good, and who knows? I think that last game could get flexed with primetime game wise. I think that last game could get flexed with Miami. It's really close, so it's gonna be very interesting. Um, a good part about this was that late round bye. I mean, that's amazing. Just seeing that and having that out there, it just makes it so much easier later on for the playoffs, where you can get those 12, 13 weeks in of play. It's like a 13-week bye, but yeah, the week 13 bye. You get 12 weeks of playing, then you take a break off, then you come back for week 14, and you end up the season hopefully getting towards the Super Bowl. Um, and the good thing about the bye is it's right before the Chiefs game, so everything, like I said, things pan out very well for the Bills, at least for the schedule at the moment. Um, like I said, I'm happy with the bye. It's better than having what we had last year. Last year, so let's just get a little bit further. We also have a nice little mini bye week before our next second toughest game, or actually it might be the first toughest game, depending because we usually play the Chiefs pretty well during the regular season, but we face the Bengals again, and this is going to be, I believe it's either a Monday night or Sunday night football game against against the Bengals. I forgot. I think it might be Monday night football. Yeah, because we go from actually it's Sunday. 1 second. Let's look here. Should be week 10. Yeah. Okay, Sunday night football. So we do the Thursday night football before that with the Bucks, and then week 9 we come up and go against the Bengals. We go Thursday night, bounce into a Sunday night game. So we have like a little mini bye week there, where players can rest up a little bit before that game, before the actual bye, and also get a little bit more training in and stuff like that before. Well, a little bit of preparation in before that. Watch their game, see how they play on Sunday, then go over some more stuff, and just it could be really good opportunity for us to hopefully make a big impact and win this game. That's be one of the toughest games on the schedule, and that's to me one of the games that's going to be very key to where we end up at the end of the season. Because again, we're going to be. I think it's going to come down to Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, and at this point, I'm putting the Bills behind both of them only because we have to prove that we can beat the Bengals. Obviously, we're gaining a lot of stuff on defense now with Leonard Floyd coming in, and hopefully Von Miller being healthy for the beginning of the season, if not by week 6. So he's gonna be in for that game as well. And then Trey White's getting good. He's getting back to his uh, hopefully to his tip top shape. Last year, he definitely wasn't in his best shape, but he was good enough to play and play better than an average corner. So that's good. But we in that elite corner status again. And who knows? I think it was like Dinsler, the corner we just picked up from the Vikings, if he can come in, make a little impact, or at least push some of our other players to play a little bit better. Because we're definitely gonna need some good depth in the cornerback if in case anything happens. Not gonna look. But yeah, and then next up we got this. There's a very interesting matchup with that UK with the Jags and UK. Even though it's technically our home game, I just don't. It doesn't sit right in my stomach. I don't know. There's something weird with how they're gonna be there a whole week before playing their home game. Technically, I mean, honestly, if anyone has home games in UK, it's the Jags. 1 second. Simba, you're speaking the ball too loud. Okay. Anyways, um, it's just gonna be very interesting playing that week because I don't see the Jags flying home from that. So they're gonna be all rested and not have that jet lag. They're gonna be probably training and I mean they're not gonna have the normal practice facility. But I think they've been over there enough, or I think they fly over early anyways, and they stay for a couple days before that. So I mean they're kind of used to the practice facility at this point. So I don't think that's gonna affect them too much and having another whole week there before we get there. And who knows when the Bills are flying in? I'm guessing they're gonna fly in a day or two or a couple days early as well. So who knows? It's gonna be a giant thing, man. It's gonna be. That's why that game is gonna be very tricky. Um, especially with it being, I believe it was week 5. It's gonna be a weird time to have that game. Um, I don't think the Bills lose that game, but it wouldn't be a super shock if it was a close game. It's just gonna be. It just doesn't feel good for me to have them there for 2 weeks and then technically be our home game, but they've been there already for the week before that. They're gonna be all prepped and it doesn't feel nice. I don't know. Then hopefully they go out and have some pints during the week and they don't get as much training in. I don't know. Maybe the young guys at least they don't behave as much. Um, then those Bills Miami games were switched. Usually it just intrigued me because usually you have the Bills facing Miami early, getting that heat, and so we get affected by that. And then Miami comes down to the Bills. They're playing the cold and the snow, just because it makes it fun. It kind of gets you off your turf and makes it a little bit more difficult of a gives the home field advantage, actual home field advantage. Now with Miami coming up to the Bills early on in the season, it's it doesn't really give the Bills much of an advantage. I mean, I think it's still gonna be a really good game. I think we're still gonna win it, but it just it's interesting that the NFL switched that narrative around. It's been like that for a long time, well, at least the last couple of years, 3 4 years at this point. So it just seems very interesting that they're switching that up. But like I said, overall, the whole schedule it looks very good for the Bills, at least in my perspective. We have before a lot of these tough games, we have all of our like mini bye weeks and like an actual bye week and just how things are separated. It it pans out very well for us. And also, I'd like to point out, I mean, I actually predicted the Monday Night Football game with the Jets to start off, so I was actually very happy with that. Um, I was shocked, but I was like, not really, because I know it was gonna be the Jets, and I figured they put it in MetLife just because Rodgers is getting in there. We have to take him out on his new turf, so that's gonna be fun. I wish I could go to that game, but unfortunately, I got no funds for that. Maybe if I sell some tickets early, but I don't even want to know how much those cost for those MetLife tickets. Let's see. So you got Jets, MetLife, Monday Night Football. Then you got Week 2 Raiders home game for the Bills, home opener. Then at the Commanders. Then home versus the Dolphins. I might be, because I got season tickets, so I've been trying to think about what games I want to go to. The home opener, it's always fun to go to those, but I might just I didn't talk to my brother about it. I might sell those tickets because I would love to, even though I love going to home openers and everything like that, I would like to, because I'm trying to only go to like three or so games a year, if that. So I got a family and stuff, so I want to spend more time with the family during the season. And if I know that I'm only 1 o'clock games, I'm 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games, I'm probably planning on going to. And I would rather go to the Miami game and then have the other games at the end of the year kind of leak in there so I can have more time for that. Because I think the second half of the season to be a little bit more interesting, at least game wise, at least for home games. Because I mean, we definitely saw a couple of those Monday night, Sunday night football games. Because to be honest, I really don't want to see the Broncos. It doesn't really entice me. Maybe it'll change depending how the Broncos play throughout the year. It's not really super enticing. Then you got the Tampa Bay Thursday night football. I got a normal job. I can't just take a Friday and Monday night off all the time. Friday and Monday off all the time. So it's like it's gonna be interesting how I plan this out. But I was thinking I'm not gonna be giving away normal tickets just because I don't have like I said, when I sell my tickets, I usually make it up for the whole season. So like even though I'm technically putting the money early, I make it all back. Um, just doing a easy little preseason ticket giveaway. Um, just do something where like I'll look at the people who are subscribed to me and people comment on whatnot on the videos and things like that, and then just giving away our preseason tickets because usually I'm not going to go to them, and they're honestly pretty cheap, but the seats are really nice up there, and just give something to someone if they've never been. It'd be a nice little gift. You could even give them away if I give them to you. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, think about doing that. Let me know what you think. Definitely put a comment and whatnot. Tell me what you would if that sounds like it'd be a good idea or not. That it sounds very nice to me. So I would love to get something like that. If I when I was younger, just free tickets to say, hey, now this gives you a reason to go. Even though it's just preseason and it's way early preseason, be nice just to get out there and get some things. Get to see this, just to see like the stadium if you haven't been there in a long time. And you're not spending money on it. You're just spending money driving. If you're close enough, it's not that big of an issue. But yeah, think about doing that. I'm gonna probably do a short and see what people say, and then if enough people say they want it, then I will definitely do it, and I'll have a bigger release thing out there. And if these things kind of go on and get bigger, then I might do like obviously talk to my brother first, but just do some giveaways for like some 1 o'clock games and things like that later on in the season. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna have some upcoming videos. I have a video. I'll probably do it right after they do this one. Predicting the Bills 2023 record. Like I said, ceiling, floor, what I think they're actually gonna get. But yeah, I've had this set up for a little bit. Before like getting Leonard Floyd, before anything like that. So I don't think it really changes too much, to be honest. I think that definitely helps out. Like, it'll definitely help out, hopefully, with the run a little bit. And I mean, with Oliver getting that extension now and getting a second contract, I think it's going to help him out for us later on too. Be very interesting. I would like our run game to improve, and that's the only thing kind of struggling on some of the games. But it's hard to see just the insight to that. It's hard to see the Bills lose more than 4 games. I mean, just with the if they come to play how they should play. I know the Jets are better. I know the Dolphins are getting a little better. I just think the Bills have also gotten better, and I think it's going to be very just interesting to see how the whole AFC goes at this point. But besides that, I mean, you got the you got the Chiefs, Bengals, Eagles. Those are kind of the three big tilters. Um, and there's not besides that, there's not too many big heavy hitters. Like I said, Broncos are gonna be hit or miss depending on how they do this year. Last year they were horrible, but maybe now with the new head coach and everything, they play a little bit better. Um, but then I said, who knows? Giants can come in, they play very well. A lot of tilting games and this stuff coming up. Then I'm gonna be doing a season prediction parlays, just doing some normal um like I don't know, like divisional winners and who I think is going to be getting into the playoffs and things like that. Also, like a way too early AFC, NFC top 8 for each division prediction, and just do like the quick little power rankings in a sense. So I'll do them, and I'll do them. I'll try to do it weekly, like a power ranking. So like basically predicting who's going to be getting into the playoffs and like the last little bubble team before that, so it gets really close between a couple teams. Then, like I said, hopefully doing a preseason ticket giveaway video coming up. But that's really it for that. Quick shout out to my sponsors. I have my wife, Alicia Cooper. She's over at Crochet with Alicia. She does a lot of stuff. She makes a lot of cardigans, everything, sells them. And it's about quiet down. It's just mom. Then I have my buddy, Mr. Nasty. He hasn't done as much videos as of late, but check him out. His schedule is getting a little more down to earth and normal, going normal for his job. So he should be able to pump in some videos up, especially with the season coming up. We usually like to do a couple big podcasts with that. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Obviously, go Bills, and I'm out.